That is an 8 C's Merfolk deck tonight, folks. A little bit different than the last time I ran it. Still going to do, obviously, the 8 C's. Still got a lot of the usual suspects. You know, I got Master of Waves, Mare Reedry, Aether Vial, the 8 Lords, 4 Tricksters, 2 Harbingers, Silver Gills, 2 Spell Pierces in the main. Went a little weird on the sideboard. Didn't really divert from anything that we normally do, but kind of trying to tighten it up a little bit for just the general matches that we just aren't very good against. I'm usually not a huge fan of Deprive, but I haven't given it enough of a chance, I don't feel like. So we're going to do that again. I've probably played maybe 2 or 3 leagues. I don't think I've ever done it on stream with it. Absolutely hated it every time I used it. I enjoy having like a more specified counter package so that you can bring in at least 2 or 3 other counters for each matchup. Have like different ones like Disdainful Stroke, Spell Snare, Dispel, Negate. Even if you want to go with Flash Freeze or Gainsay or just some other stuff, whatever that other one is that counters a sorcery spell. There are just so many other ones that you can use, but we're gonna go with Deprive. It's pretty general. I just hate the condition to it, the fact that you have to return a land. But I feel like in this build, it'll be the best because you're trying to cut your opponent's resources off, so you can kind of afford to be a land behind at some points in the game. So Deprive will be pretty good. Feel free to join the chat. I will keep the chat open as much as possible and check it as much as I can. I'm still getting used to talking and chatting and playing decently at the same time. So going on with the sideboard still, taking, I guess, Nikachu's plan here where he split up the 4 graveyard hate spots and made it for 2 Grafdigger's Cages and 2 Relics. And then I got 3 of the new guys, the Miscallers. I think they're really good against, obviously, Coco Company decks. What is it? Coco, I don't know, whatever the combo is. And those kind of decks, like Elves, it'll be decent against. And maybe even in the mirror against any kind of like Aether Vial deck, like humans and stuff, it'll at least hold them off for a turn. Graveyard decks like Vengevine decks and all that'll also hold them off for a turn because a lot of those abilities are May effects like Vengevine and Bloodghast and things. So when they put those things on the stack, you can sacrifice Mistcaller, and then they can just choose no, and then they can do it next turn if they have the ability to. But they may not be able to. So it could be kind of crucial in those matches too. And then we're going to follow it up with 2 Dismembers in the sideboard and 2 Echoing Truths. I feel like if you're going to use Deprive and Mistcaller and this Graveyard Hate, you only have 4 dedicated spots to removal. And you kind of need that because, we have some creature removal. Like we can deal with Trickster, use Trickster and Harbinger to deal with creatures. And Spell Pierces kind of get rid of Planeswalkers and stuff sometimes. But we're really trying to cut their resources off to the point where they're going to have, a huge hand anyway. Alternatively, this can also possibly be good against ensnaring bridge decks because they will, lose their resources and have a large hand, ideally, and have, 4 or 5 cards in their hand because they can't play them. They might play bridge, but they may not be able to play much of anything else. Of course, Lantern Control and things like that are colorless will get around it, but hey, whatever. We'll see if we run into that. Otherwise, kind of normal land-based, 2 Cavern, dozen islands, the 2 non-basics, the non-choke basics, and 4 Mutavaults. Gonna play a league tonight. Hope everyone is having a good night. It's been a pretty decent beginning of the week for me. It rained a little bit here where I am, and, it's just that time of year. You get like a shower, like maybe a 30-minute shower outside every day, right around 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock. It rains for about 20 minutes, so it's always kind of fun. All right, wow, 1,400 people in a friendly Modern League. All right, I'll take it. Eight Seas folk it is. 8 Seas folk it is. Wow, somebody's already gotten 11 trophies? Jeez. I would imagine they just jam leagues, like, all the time. I mean, you know, the fact that someone's got 11 trophies doesn't mean that they only played in 11 leagues, obviously. I would think they've played in upwards of, 40, 50 leagues at least. At the very least, to get that kind of record. That's awesome, though. I'm sure there are some people, though, that can put up crazy numbers like that. Uh-oh, Scapeshift. Oh, no! This is one of a bad matchup for the old Merfolk. Deprive might be pretty good in this sideboard. Let's see, what else is there? Yeah, not really going to have too much here in the sideboard. Really just going to have to hope that the 8Cs works. Haven't seen any yet. I was going to say, if I do get one here, I would just put it on the forest. And I would take the approach of trying to cut them off a green. Because then they just can't go find other lands. Of course, people want to put the enchantments on the Valakuts because they're super threatening. But as of right now, they only had one green. And of course, they'll get a second one now with the Wood Elves. Stomping ground, eh? Alright, alright. They don't seem to be in much of a hurry. They got a second Valakut. Okay. Yeah, they could probably take us down pretty hard in this game. Merfolk, buddy. I mean, I can't really do much here. It's just all creatures, and I'm just going to be jamming them and hope that it works. They got 4 cards left in their hand. I hope they're all crappy. I hope they are all just crap. I'm going to bring in a Lord at the end of their turn, and then probably the other Lord during my turn and play Master of Waves. And, see if it works. So that would make it what? This would be 5 power, this would be 4 power. So it'd be 9 and another 4, so it'd be 13 I'd be able to bring at them at the end of their turn. Or next turn, I mean. Yeah, I just gotta hope they don't win their following turn, their next turn. Hell, they could win right now. They've got... Yeah. I mean, next turn, they definitely could win. Yeah, this is going to be a problem. Spell Pierce is terrible against this deck. So, yeah, they already got Scapeshift out. Ugh. That is so bad. Wow. Alright, so I don't think that's the end. I think that's only 6 lands that they sacrificed. But I guess they get a Valakut and 5 lands and it's double triggers, right? No, they just got a bunch of mountains. Okay. Let's see what they target first. Because it's all bolts. I can't really do anything about it if they target the creatures. I mean, I could save it with a Lord, but the Lord's already going to give him 3 toughness, so. And, oh god, Master of Waves is so bad against this deck, too. Ugh. Losing my team. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. I guess that was pretty smart because they, maybe they just didn't, they knew I could probably crush them. I don't know. That is super disappointing. Alright, well, that's actually okay. We can try to make this work. try to make this work. They got 2 cards left in their hand. This is the ideal time to put it on Valakut, because they've actually gone nuts on me. I'm just going to bring out the other Lord through Aether Vial, and maybe bluff like a decent counterspell, so I can at least keep a little bit of pressure on them, get 3 through. Ugh. I mean, knowing Scapeshift, they're just going to have another Scapeshift. Oh, a Titan. Yeah. Oh. Pfft. Did I just call it or what? I mean, seriously, did I not just call it? They just have it. That sucks. Yeah. Let's see if you can do it correctly, though. Sacrifice your lands correctly. Do it. Can you click mouse button correctly? Let's see. You got it? Alright, you got enough mountains left in your deck? I don't know. Let's see. Hell, I'm not really sure. All he needs is, what? Yeah, 3 mountains to crush me. So, yeah, you got it, bud. Right on. I bet they had some other search spell to get another 3 damage in if they actually needed it. Well, that's just being clutch. Cheers to that. Alright, so Deprive will be pretty decent. I don't see much of anything else being any very good. I mean, I can bounce a Titan to their hand, but I mean, huh? I mean, Spell Pierce will stay in. I feel like Master Waves is so bad, but I can't go down to 22 creatures. Alright. As much as, like, I know this is an 8Cs deck, this match is just so bad. I can't take any creatures out. And Spell Pierce is almost imperative. Even though they can usually pay for it, I want to get it to the point where maybe they can't. I mean, there's no reason not to keep them in the deck. I mean, there are no other counter spells. Yuck. Sometimes I loathe the way I build decks. Just especially it's almost like Anchorman. You build the deck and you really like it. You think you like the way it looks, and you join the league and your first match and you say, "I immediately regret this decision." Okay, so. I mean, yeah. It's okay. I mean, did get a vial, so can't complain too much here. And a counterspell. I just... it's going to be difficult to hold up 2 lands for a Scapeshift. I mean, I just got to hope I know when it's coming. And or a Titan, when it's coming. And just be prepared. So Vial hopefully will help out a lot here. They didn't... Oh, wow. Okay, so they just did it tapped. A lot of times they get Search for Tomorrow or something in turn 1. I'd like to hold up for Trickster here. As much as Spreading Seas is decent, I just... In this matchup, it's just not, though, because Scapeshift, they go away. Yeah, it's a little bit, it's a cantrip, but, like... Yeah, this is kind of a cringeworthy matchup. They just have you at all costs, I mean, at all turns. It's Master of Waves comes, as protection from red, but not protection from lands. The Spreading Seas and the Seas Claim are more or less useless. Yeah, it's just tough. It's just tough. Alright, that'll work. I guess I'll tap it down. I'm not too worried about the actual creature, but whatever. Just trying to keep some pressure on them. Alright, so they're going to get another green mana through this. So... And I still can't... I can't actually play Deprive. So I shouldn't really act like I need to hold up for it. And 2 Lords will... not protect me from an Anger of the Gods. But I don't know if I'm willing to take that risk. For 1 more damage, I don't think I'm willing to take that risk. So I'm relatively sure they sideboard that card in against aggro decks like us. So, man. It's going to be rough if they get Anger of the Gods. I mean, they've got almost a full grip. They got 6 cards left, so... Ooh, no. Come on, don't have anything. Please, please, please. Don't have anything. Oh, they got Anger of the Gods, man. Alright. Well, that's 2 times in a row I've called the worst possible scenario, so that'll teach you folks. The best way to play defensive Magic is to expect the worst, so that when the worst actually doesn't come, which sometimes it doesn't come. I've proven twice that it does come right now, but if it doesn't come, then you'll be okay and you'll feel a lot better. You'll be like, oh, that wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it could have been. Oh, fantastic! Just yeah. This is an abysmal matchup. Abysmal. Especially when I'm not getting any land, so just difficult here. Oh, still not getting land. Come on now. 20 lands, and I'm not getting any? And 11 cards, huh? And they got the Rex Sage. Woo, getting burned by these sideboard cards, bud. Getting just burned up by them. 3 spells in a row I would have loved to have hit Deprive with, but nope. Nope. Oh, great. I got 6 non-blue lands in the whole deck. 14 actual blue lands. Can't find them. Yuck. Oh boy, this is not good. I hope I can go 4-1 here, because this is not gonna happen. Ooh. Yeah. Uh-huh. They got what now? 6 lands? Fair? Fair. Oh. Oh, you are in the deck. I was wondering where you were. How are you? Well, you came a little too late, bud. Really wish, well, I don't think I can do that, actually. Hell. Alright, let's see if they got it. We're gonna make them play Scapeshift, and we're gonna try and counter it, or maybe they're Titan or whatever. It's gonna be, I can't help but be a decently defensive Magic player. When you got a counter spell up, you gotta at least try to use it. Huh. Oh, they know I got something. Bring two at me. Sweltering Suns. 3 damage to each of my creatures, huh? Alright. Oh, okay. It's not one-sided? Alright. Oh, this is that card from Standard. Yeah, it's got cycling. Okay. Pretty crazy they got 2 of those in 16 cards. And their Rex Age all in one game. Yep, yep. Seems good. Seems good. Really hope my Magic Online isn't... Okay, we okay. I think they're just taking a little bit of a long time. Search for tomorrow. Alright. Well, looks like they might be going off next turn. Well, I don't have anything to do. I can't... Yeah, see, Deprive ties you down so much. I mean, I'm not saying that if I had Negate or something that it'd be better right now, but it's just... It forces you to... I don't know, play a lot slower, kind of grindy games. I just don't like it. Never have. Ugh. Vile. That is awful. Okay, well, we're going to try here. At least bring them to 12, hopefully. If they have a bolt, then that's, you know, that's that. Okay, so Mutavault could be a little better. I guess Fairy Conclave is probably pretty good against this deck, too. God, if you played Fairy Conclave with Deprive, I'm sorry. You may not like Merfolk after that. You may drop the deck after that, because that just doesn't seem right to me. I would think one or the other. Okay, well, I guess it's making my opponent play a little more conservatively, too. Because they most likely have the Scapeshift or the Titan to win. But I'm holding up a counterspell. And I mean, I'm telegraphing the hell out of it, too. Maybe they have some kind of removal for the Aether Vial. That would really suck. Cycling another Sweltering Suns. Wow, they brought a lot of that removal in. That's interesting. God, I wish I had a Reedry to bring in there. That would be nice. Go to 4 with that Aether Vial there. Let me use this new Mutavault to play another Aether Vial. And use this old Mutavault to hopefully do 2 damage. Now I could bring in the Master of Waves and make it a 3/3, but 1 damage is not worth, you know, possibly losing the whole match for. Because see, you can just lose it right there. Yep. Lose the Mutavault. And it wouldn't have protected anything. I'm actually really happy that they got rid of that Sweltering Suns. That means they might actually have another one. Or another Anger of the Gods. God, that'd be nuts. Maybe they have 2 and 2 of each. I guess that's not too hard, but to get all 4 in 21 cards is pretty strong. Scapeshift. Well, we're going to try and counter that. I'm going to bounce this here, Cavern of Souls. How about that? Okay, well, I mean, it worked. I can't hate on the card when it works. Alright, well, gonna see if this happens, because they have one land untapped. And if we can sneak in with this Master of Waves, I'm gonna get 2 tokens, right? If we can sneak in here, we might be able to win, but whew, this will be tough. If I can rip another Master of Waves here, I think that might be lethal. It'd be 4, 7, 10, 12. It'd be, yeah, if I got Master of Waves, it'd be exactly lethal. Alright. Master of Waves. Whoa! That was really lucky. Holy jeez. Alright, well, hope they don't have another bolt. No, Moto, don't do this to me now. No! Oh, no. My computer is acting up. OBS got disconnected. That's what's going on. Boy. Alright. Oh, man. I'm sorry if I lost y'all for probably a couple seconds there. Gosh. That is so disappointing. I need to actually get hardwired into the internet. I think that's a better way to do it. Golly. Alright, well, we got lucky here. I hope that this works. Oh, wow. They actually had the bolt. Jeez. Opponent couldn't get much luckier. Actually, they got luckier than we did. I don't know. Oh, man, that's so disappointing. So they take 8 and go to 4, and they have 1 card left in their hand. And it's probably the winner. Oh, no. Please be dead. Finally, we got him. Oh, wow. Whew. Yeah. I need to get hardwired into the internet. That's just not acceptable to get cut off in the first match of a league. God, not seeing any of the spreading seas at all. I mean, I got 1, but like I'm not seeing like as if I have 8 C's. You know, normally you get, you know, and at least I'm not seeing the C's claim. Well, I guess I did sign them out. Yeah. Duh. Duh. That's why you're not seeing them. All right. Well, I mean, this is a decent enough hand, and they're mulliganing to 6. This deck does mulligan. The Scapeshift deck does mulligan well down to 6, but after that, I don't think they do very well. Well, we'll go with an island and probably Spell Pierce whatever they play here. As long as it's, you know, like a Farseek or, you know, something like that. Obviously can't counter the Sakura Tribe Elder. That old turtle-looking snake shaman thing. He totally looks like a turtle. Yeah. But it's a snake shaman. Whatever. I'll believe you. What you got here? Farseek? No, you don't. No, you don't. I'm not exactly sure how much that'll hurt them, but I'm hoping a lot. That's what I'm hoping for. Got another Regery there. Okay, well, hopefully I can... Well, yeah, search for tomorrow. We'll get him another green. I can't completely shut him off a green. Not quite yet. Oh, they got red. Interesting. So they must have green in their hand. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty good. Pretty good. Seems like they only need one green mana until it's time to win. You know, Scapeshift or Titan. And then it's all over. At that point, it's all over anyway, so... Okay, so we're going to drop this here Regery. And then next turn, drop the other Regery. If we get another land, we'll drop the other Regery, and then we can go to town. But, you know, they might go nuts here too. I'm hoping that they regret getting that mountain there. Ah, they got the forest. Damn. Pia and Kira sacking tokens. Okay. Deal 3 to me. Yep. Prismatic Omen, that makes them all mountains. That's not a good idea. At least not for me. Okay. Damn. Like the Pia and Kira, you guys suck, man. You ruined my plans. I got the land I needed, but okay. Well, hold on. This thing does 2 damage, right? Okay, well. I'm just going to play 2 Lords and see if that works out. I think that's kind of what they want me to do. And I feel like they might have it anyway. But they've only got 1 card left in their hands, so... Hoping that it's terrible, awful, no good, and very bad. What you got? Bringing the creatures at me. Sure. I mean, what am I going to do? Block them? Sweltering Suns. Okay, whatever. Probably should have blocked, I guess, but that's fine. I think Regery is the better play here. I'm just trying to get some threats out because they have no cards left in their hand, so they're you know, ripping off the top of their library. Now, granted, they're in a great position right now. See, Valakut, they just play Valakut, and since it's Prismatic Omen, it's a mountain, and it just does whatever it wants them to do. All right, well that's pretty good. I'm gonna put Spreading Seas on their Valakut, their newly found Valakut. Harbinger's in the hand. Okay. Another Master of Waves, huh? Alright, well, they got nothing in their hand. Yeah, I'm going to do Master of Waves here. I got 2 Spreading Seas, so I can get 4 tokens. And slam the other one, and we'll be really in business. Big time. Big time business. Oh boy, this is kind of exciting. I hope they don't get just like Scapeshift and win. Or Titan and win. Alright, they're passing. Alright, let's, can we go for it? Let's go for it. Alright, our dudes are big. They're bad. They're intimidating. Alright, what you got, bud? What you got? I think that's game, isn't it? That's 12, 14, 16. That's it, right? I got one card. Oh my god. Scapeshift to me is one of the worst matchups for Merfolk. I mean, it's not like at the level of Lantern Control or, you know, Affinity, but I'd say it's definitely in the top 5 worst matchups for Merfolk. For all the reasons that I explained. I mean, it's just that was lucky as lucky can be. What's up, Yeti? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Wow. Pretty jazzed about that win. That was, wow. Okay. Just like in golf, when you make a birdie, you screw up. Post-birdie, fuck up. Oh, man. Okay, well. Got 2 islands. They're going to 6 too, so that's fine. Got a Lord on top. I mean, going into this blind, you know, I really don't care. I mean, a Lord's fine. Maybe a 3rd land would have been nice, but it'll be alright. Lord's always nice to see, as long as you have 2 islands. Mountain. Legion Loyalist. Uh-oh. This could be a quick matchup. Not saying I'm going to lose, but this could be a quick matchup. This could be a quick matchup. Okay, so we'll just bounce the Legion Loyalist to their hand for right now. Actually have a pretty good amount of action right now against them. Not sure if this is going to be just straight up 8-whack or if it's going to be Goblins. I think that's really the only 2 decks that Legion Loyalist goes into, but there could be like a white-red aggro deck that I don't know about. Could be anything. I mean, these friendly leagues, people play a lot of different things, but I would imagine, you know, it's those 2 decks specifically. So Legion Loyalist will come out again. Yep. Bring one more at me. Yep. Do it. Bring it. Come on. Bring that little guy at me. Oh, that little guy? Don't worry about that little guy. And I won't. Okay, so we definitely need land here. Need to get ahead on land, and we definitely need to get Reedry out, and definitely need to just drop, you know, all these 2 drops, just bam, 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 bam. That's the best way to approach this super aggro deck here. Goblin Pile Driver, oh, you are the bane of my existence, buddy. Oh, man, I just totally did that terribly. I'm so used to tapping down the creature. I need to wait till it attacks. If it's weaker than the Trickster, or if it's a Tarmogoyf or something, like the power and toughness depends on the power. Unless it's Death Shadow. Don't wait until Death Shadow is attacking. Death Shadow becomes a 13/13. But yeah, that's what happens. So we're going to do that again next turn, and hopefully it works out better. Seeing as how Trickster can't be, you know, used as a blocker here. They don't want to block with Pile Driver. I don't know why they didn't. That was kind of stupid. Alright. That's a Bushwhacker. Damn. So I totally had the opportunity to do it last turn, and I didn't. So I could have killed the Legion Loyalist and kept the Trickster out, but this turn it's more profitable to do this, I think. Because then it takes 2 power away from the Pile Driver also. Wow. Second thoughts on attacking. That's interesting. I'm gonna play a Lord here and hope that they don't have any removal. It's interesting that they're not attacking with the Goblin Pile Driver, because that thing could totally wreck me. But I guess they have to attack with the other creatures, and then they'll lose them. So, yeah, I guess, yeah. It's just a stream of consciousness here, folks. I don't really have any lines or anything, or any specific points that I want to make every stream. It's literally just a stream of consciousness. Hey, what's going on, scientist? Good to see you, bud. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Onslaught always has been one of my favorite arts. I mean, come on, that's the Onslaught one is a great, classic looking goblin, almost ripping like a soldier's head off. He's turning his neck almost all the way around like an owl. Really, I mean, Onslaught had some that whole era had good art. I mean, everybody loves the 93, 94 stuff that was real dark and D&D like. And sure, that is fine. Fallen Empires, it's great. It's fun art. I always like the African themed stuff, like Mirage and all that kind of stuff. But Onslaught still had some really funny art. That's when they were actually getting real funny with it. See, this is where I had a third land. I wish I had a third land, because they're hitting Goblin Grenade on my Lord, and that allows them to play another Bushwhacker probably. Yeah, and swinging pretty hard on me. That is pretty bad. That is pretty bad. Because now it gives them first strike and trample. So if I do actually block with my guys, then they just die and their guys survive. So I'm going to have to just take it on the cheek here. I can't... man, that is not good. Going to need a third land here real badly so I can actually counter a Goblin Grenade. Nope. Just left out in the cold here. Alright, well, we'll have to see if this works. This is not good. They got 3 cards in their hand. Hopefully they don't have another grenade or another bolt, because I feel like that's the only removal they have. God. They had a second Goblin Grenade. And a third Bushwhacker. Wow. Wow. That's just ridiculous. Alright, well, I gotta split the block here because it's protection from blue. Damn. That is pretty brutal. Can't get a third land. I mean, I literally can't play anything. I can seize claim one of their mountains and spell pierce whatever card they have in their hand while they crush me. Yuck. And the opponent says GG and they just railed me. I love it. God, Deprive would really just hold me down. Kind of missing Gut Shot here a lot. Gut Shot would be really nice. I guess 2 Deprives would be better than 2 Spell Pierces. But not by much. I think the 8Zs will be very good. Yeah, I think the 8Zs will be very good. I mean, Master Waves is very good. Aether Vial is very good. All the Trickster Harbinger stuff's good. Obviously, Lords are good. I mean, maybe to fit in the Mistcallers just for more aggro. I could fit in. Okay, I could cut like 1 Seize Claim, 1 Aether Vial. Well, I can just bring in 2 yeah, that's fine. I can bring in 2 Mistcallers. Because they're not really, they're just bodies. I'm just bringing them in to be creatures. And Aether Vial is still going to be very useful. Siege Claim's fine here. I got 2 of them. This and a Spreading Seas. Okay, hopefully this will be a game that'll show off why we're playing 8 Seas. Hope so. Hoping they have to mulligan too. That would be nice. Oh, they do. Look at that. I'll take it. Been behind this whole league so far. That first match just took like 30 minutes, it felt like. That was a long time. So, I'm just going to go with turn 1 Aether Vial here. Of course, they can jam a sweet creature at me. But notice they only had, I think, 3 lands out last game. So, hopefully we can just completely shut them off. Turn 1 Aether Vial is huge in this matchup, especially when you're trying to use the 8 Cs, because then you're using all your mana to cut off their resources, and then you have your own little guy bringing out your creatures. So probably a pile driver here. I mean, that's always very good. If I had Spell Snares in the sideboard, I would have most likely brought them in against this deck. Granted, they only have a couple of 2-drops, I think, like the Mog War Marshal and the Pile Driver, and I don't know, maybe one other. Like Dragon Fodder, if they do that. You know, there are just a lot of different variations. I don't think either one of the Bushwhackers actually cost 2 mana. The new one costs 3 mana directly, but it costs 2 if you've cast a spell, I think, or if you've done something. And then the original Bushwhacker only costs 1 with a 1 kicker, so Spell Snare doesn't counter either one of them. Bolt me to the face, huh? Okay. Go to 16. That works. Hopefully this works too. I'm going to keep drawing cards because I need lands real bad here. And there's really no need to play Siege Claim over Spreading Seas in that instance. So I'm just going to bring in a Lord if and when they attack. Hopefully they don't have a 3rd land. They're probably going to attack. Wow, cool. I'm going to bring in a Lord here, and I'm going to block. Okay, so this is a really good position for us right now. I feel confident playing Vial out. Or bringing it up to 3, especially playing the other one out. I'm just going to put pressure on them here. They can't play very much, I don't think. Even if they do get a mountain next turn, they can only play like 1 spell. So they got the mountain. So I don't think they can be extremely threatening here. And even if they can, I'm going to cut it off next turn. So, yeah, this can be a pretty brutal matchup. If you don't play islands or any kind of blue, then you'll be in a lot of trouble. Pile Driver is still good. Still very good. Need to be sufficiently scared of Pile Driver, but you know what? I got my own Pile Driver. The Merfolk Pile Driver. And he's coming in through Aether Vial this turn. Hi, Mutavault. How are you? Good to see you. 8 Cs. Do 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 8 Cs. this here new Mutavault to activate the old Mutavault and send the opponent into complete psychosis. Loving it. Hey, I'll give it to the opponent. He said GG after losing like that too, so that's fine. I like the way this ran, of course. Probably going to bring in that 8th Seas claim because that really worked out well. Man. I almost feel like just cutting the miscallers outright. And I mean, the cards that I actually cut are the ones that I feel like are really good. The Vials worked out really well, and the Seas claim worked out really well there. So, yeah, we're just going to put them back in there. I mean, I think that was really lucky because the 2 cards that I cut one of each ended up kind of being the winning factor in that game. That was pretty ironic. All right. So they mulligan to 6 on the play. Their deck mulligans pretty well, I think. Yeah, they go to 6. They kept it, I think. Yep. Hoping to get some more Seas claims and Spreading Seas. Foundry Street Denzian. Alright, okay. Hopefully they don't have a second land. Okay. Pile driver, all 3 games. Oh, okay, Mog War Marshal. Cool. Alright, so that's relatively threatening. But so is this. Perfect timing, Spreading Seas. Perfect timing, buddy. Get a land. Yes. Oh, you're making me happy, deck. You're making me happy. Oh, I'm a happy pappy over here. Wow, they got a 3rd land. Jeez. Yeah. I mean, that's, I got to give it to him. He was consistent with the GGs. I mean, hey, I thought they were being jerks because they won so well. Won so hard, in the first game. But whatever. Well, they got a 3rd land. That's not good. They're not allowed to do that. All right, so I'm just gonna bounce this Foundry Street Denzian because that's actually doing a considerable amount of damage right now. Hopefully this will keep the Goblins at bay. Hopefully they don't have a 4th land. Hopefully they don't have a 4th land. That would be great. I would love to get a 4th land. Goblin Pile Driver. Very strong card. Huh. Oh boy. Oh boy, got some land. Loving it. Kind of torn here. I kind of want to play 1 Lord and an Adept, or maybe 2 Lords. If they play a Legion Loyalist next turn, Goblin Pile Driver comes in for a whole bunch, but the tokens and all the other creatures will die. Yeah, I think it's actually smarter to play both Lords out. And then this way, maybe I can put a little pressure on them and bring 4 at them. Yeah. And then next turn, Master of Waves. I mean, Adept is always good to have, but I think Double Lord was a stronger play there. Could be proven wrong. Could be getting a Bolt or something, but they got a Foundry Street Denzian and a 4th land. Alright, and a Mog Fanatic, which, okay, used to be a lot better when you could stack damage, but it's still a very good card. Still a very good card. Whew, got another Willard. I mean, is this just lethal outright? 4 and 4 is 8 and 5 is 13? No, it's not lethal. So I think Master of Waves is the play here. As much as I don't want it to be. I hate just depending on one card, but when it says protection from red, I think it'll be okay. Dunzo. That's the end of that one. 2-0, buddy. Loving it. Moving right along. Moving right along. I mean, we have earned both of our wins, for sure. Definitely have earned both of our wins. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That was a good call, Scientist. I should have checked up with you first, man. You know, that, I was really tempted to drop the Adept there, but, you know, protection from red is just too good in a mono red deck, you know. I mean, nothing else to say. But their deck is also incredibly cheap. Incredibly cheap. I mean, I think you can get all of 8 whack for under 50 tickets. And be good. Like, have a really good deck, too. That deck catches a lot of players off guard. Firing up this here third match. Goblins and Pauper. I have seen that. That is actually a pretty good deck. I haven't seen Merfolk and Pauper very much. I think somebody put a video out, but it wasn't very good, and it had a lot of non-Merfolk cards in it. It just had some like flavor Merfolk that just aren't very good. Third match. Oh man, this guy's name is one of my favorite movies of all time. What about Bob? Oh man, I might need to talk to him. What about Bob? What a great movie. For you Bill Murray fans that may not know about this movie, it was made, I don't know, in like the early 90s or so. I was like 6. I saw it, of course, and didn't understand anything about it when I first saw it, but it has only gotten funnier as I have seen it later in life, you know, every few years. It is hysterical. Just, if you understand anything about, I mean, anything about the human psychology, or anybody that's like obsessive or anything like that, you will find this movie incredibly hilarious. Okay, so, oh no, hold on. This might be some kind of Inquisition deck. We got a Spell Pierce for him. Oh no, this is the dreaded Bridgevine deck, I think. Oh no. Hopefully the Seize Claim approach will catch him. Yeah, we'll still play Seize Claim right here, because they might actually get another land, and then I can Spell Pierce their Faithless Looting. If they do have another land. So. Alright. Let's keep it going, opponent. Roll it on down the line here. They discarded a Vengevine. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, they drew a card too, so, well, they got their land. Hopefully they just play Faithless Looting here and I can Spell Pierce it. No, they played a actual creature that's really good. No. That's the new card that mills them 3 cards when it enters the battlefield and when it dies. That card has made this deck really strong. Oh, alright. Well, I didn't get another land, so we're going to go with another Seize Claim and hope they don't have a 3rd land. But if they do, we can Spell Pierce it if it's Faithless Looting or something, non-creature, of course. They did lose 3 creatures. They lost 2 Hangerback Walkers and another copy of the Supplier by playing the Supplier, so that's pretty good. Hopefully they're just stuck. I think they play... I don't know if they play 20 lands or not. I think they play less than 20 lands. Or fewer than 20 lands? I don't know. We are speaking English, right? Okay. Taking 1. Got it. Gonna spread them the RCs again. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The funny thing about this deck is that it actually does annoy the hell out of the opponent. It may not, put them on tilt completely. Because, this build of Merfolk is not ideal and it's not, the best way to play it. Good lord, they're just drawing lands here. So a lot of people just kind of scoff at this version of Merfolk. But when they get beaten by it, they're like, oh, well, I gotta rethink that. So they got a Blood Crypt, they got another Neonate. Alright. That works. Drawing a card. Indeed. Hoping to get a land here myself. That would be really nice. So that I can play Reejerey and hold up for Spell Pierce. But at this point, don't really need Spell Pierce. Because they can pay the 2 colorless with their, their newly found islands. It's like they're pirates and they've found a new island. Land ho! Ooh, they were holding up. They knew they were... Yeah, they probably had that Faithless Looting the whole time. I'd be willing to bet they had that the whole time. But, I couldn't counter it. Like I said, I couldn't counter it right now. So, if I could get a land next turn, it would be crucial. Because then I'd play the other Reejerey, be able to untap a land and drop a Lord, and still be able to untap 2 lands and have enough for possible Spell Pierce if I need it for any reason. Harbinger. Favorite What About Bob line? Come on, Yeti. Alright. Alright. Gimme, gimme, gimme. I need. That's definitely just, the best line. He doesn't do it like that either with the hands out. He does it almost like a baby grabbing tits. If I remember it correctly. So we're just going to play Reejerey here. And I'm just going to untap an island and hold it for Spell Pierce. Yep, they block. Because, of course, they want that thing to die. Oh, they got a bridge. I didn't realize that. Yeah, I should be paying more attention to their graveyard. They've recently got a bridge, too. Okay. Oh, they get 1 token. That's fine. Good lord, hopefully they don't get a 5th land. Wow, they got a 5th land. I don't know. I can't be too surprised. They've already been through Yeah, they're 10 cards ahead of me right now. I mean, obviously because they've got a bunch of cards in their graveyard. They got 2 Vengevines, too. Ugh. So, they didn't cast the Bloodghast. Yeah, they have to cast it. So if they cast 2 creatures here, if they cast 2 creatures, they can really get in a lot. Because the 2 Vengevines will come in, and it'll be rough. Oh, dude, come on, get out of here, Yeti. That was an awful impression. That was an awful impression of Bill Murray. Two Gravecrawlers, you jerk. What is with our opponents playing all the different promo versions of cards? I don't understand this. I can't hate on it. I mean, some of the arts are actually pretty cool. I like these Vengevines. And the Gravecrawlers are fine too, but that other one, the Pile Driver, is unacceptable. It is unacceptable. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, guess I'll just take 8 and turn the other cheek, because that just sucks. I could Harbinger one of them back to their hand, but that'll be it. Okay, this is actually pretty strong. So I don't need to tap their creatures at all. I can just play this Harbinger, untap the islands. Bounce one of the Vengevines back. Yes, I would like to use the ability. Why, yes, I would love to use the ability. Now we'll untap these here islands. Wow, this might be lethal. I don't like doing the Merfolk math when I'm playing online, because I just get kind of spoiled. But if I just activate these lands, what are they? They're 5/5s? Yeah, this is totally lethal. Did I just play the thing at the beginning of this turn? I did. So one of the Mutavaults has actually got Summoning Sickness. So playing one of the Masters will make it bigger. So it's going to be a 6/6. And it'd be 6, 10, 14. So that will actually be lethal. Okay. Wow, I'm glad I checked that. Okay, so gotta click this right. You gotta click the Mutavault that's on the bottom. The one that's been there the longest. I hope I nailed that, because that actually matters a lot. Okay, good. 14, Island Walk at you, Buddy Row. You're dead. Whew. Exact damage on the Bridgevine deck. Good lord. Getting lucky here with the Merfolk. So all this here in this column is pretty much all I'm going to bring in, I feel like. I think Plan A was really strong. I think Spell Pierce can go. Because I'm willing to kind of just let them do what they need to do, but hold them off as much as I can. I think I can cut 1 Vial. Rejuries are too strong. Rejuries are like the way you win this match, at least in my opinion. And I think I can maybe cut 1 Seize Claim. And at the very least, bring in the Graveyard Hate. I'm going to see if this is enough. I don't know if this is going to be enough, but, you know, I seem to beat them, you know, with my regular 60, so there's no reason to really sideboard too hard. Yeah, that was That was a good game. That's where the Merfolk math worked out in our favor. For once. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is pretty strong hand if I can draw some lands. I'm going to have some faith here. I'm going to have some faith. Faithless looting, hopefully not a Thoughtseize. Okay, got the Neonate. That's still pretty bad, but gosh. Of course, they had a Vengevine in their hand 2 games in a row and play the Walking Ballista. Turn 1 Vengevine. Roll. Woof. Jeez. Jeez, opponent. Wow. That's why this deck is so amazing. I mean, Stitcher Supplier. Yep, 3 cards in the graveyard, and a Vengevine is one of them. Yeah. If they have another double X card in their hand, they're just gonna crush me real hard. Okay, still, I mean, Vengevine's got me on a 3-turn clock now. Yep. I don't think I can really do anything until I cut them off of their resources. Because, you know, well, yeah, I don't know. If they get like a 2 double X cards, then yeah, but tapping their 2 islands for something. I guess for a Walking Ballista, or yeah, hanger back for 1. Okay. So I've sufficiently cut off their resources now, but I'm at 7. I'm at 7. This feels awful. Yeah, but this is what happens when the opponent is on the play. This deck does really well on the play, and so do we. Got a 3rd land. Blood Crypt makes it happen. Yep. Man, Hangerback Walker is actually really good as a secondary approach. You know, you can use I guess they use the Scry 1, sacrifice Scry a creature. Sacrifice a creature, Scry 1. The Viscera Seer. Yeah. That would actually work really well as a secondary win condition. Alright, well I'm taking 2 more. Going to 5 here. Still in lots and lots of trouble. I mean, I'd be at 1 if I didn't block the Vengevine, so this is just me being way behind here. I think Reedry's the best play. If they have removal, then that's just what it is. I have to block Vengevine, though. Yeah. Well, hopefully we'll get another game on the play and get a really good hand. Hopefully we'll get a really good hand. Because this is not working out. If you just tuning in here, folks, this is not working out. Faithless looting. I don't know why they are doing anything. I mean, they've got it. Well, they don't. I guess they don't actually have it. But I mean, I need another land, and then I can drop Master of Waves and actually possibly do something. But they got a Bloodghast, and that I think wraps it up. No, it doesn't. Yeah, not completely. Puts me at 1. Yep. A bridge gets exiled from their graveyard because one of my creatures died. God, yeah. We'll just forget about that game. That game didn't happen. We've earned all of our other wins, right? We've lost one match in every other one game in every other match. So let's earn this one here. Let's try to get it. Man. I almost feel like the relics won't be very good. The Mistcallers will be better. Only bringing in 2 was probably okay. I still want to keep the Seas Claim. I only cut 1 Seas Claim. Still want to keep the 7 Seas in there. Because that's still a pretty good approach. I mean, it still shuts them down pretty good. 3 lands and no land interruption. But some good action against creatures. I'll take it. Hopefully they just have to mulligan to 4, but nope, they kept their 7. Okay. It's like, even though that deck does mulligan well to 4, it'd be better to have, a 3-card advantage to start the game. Alright. I would think this is a pretty good position for them, too, being on the draw like this. Well, I guess they didn't have turn 1 Vengevine there. Oh, shucks. Oh, shucks. Let me wipe the sweat off my brow real quick. Whew. Alright. Gonna get me a new card here, and next turn, probably play Regery. Depending on whether or not they have a land. If they have a second land, then I probably won't play Spreading Seas, and I'll probably will play Regery, which is likely. That's probably the likeliest situation. But if for some reason they don't have a second land, I will Spreading Seas the hell out of it. What you got? What you got? What you got? Bring it. Second land. Okay. Insolent Neonate. Yep. God, that card's so good. They've discarded Vengevine to Insolent Neonate 3 games in a row. That's a turn 2 Vengevine. Yeah. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yep. 4 at me. That works. I don't like it, but it works. Actually, you know what? Harbinger is actually a lot stronger right now. Vengevine definitely puts me on a clock, and I can't have that. I'm going to make you do it all over again. I mean, for sure, they can cast Vengevine at a certain point, but this really sets them back at least, hopefully, 1 turn. Hopefully for one turn at least. So that, maybe I can get some room and I can play a Regery into Trickster, Spreading Seas, and start getting cobbled together a little bit of a stance. Yeah, I'm sorry if I'm not as loud as I normally am, y'all, on my microphone. I'm trying to be a little quieter. The way my house works, I'm in a duplex, and my landlord is here now. He lives on the other side, but not full time. Pretty much is never here, but they're here for this week, so try to be a little quieter. Their bedroom backs up to my living room, and not the biggest house in the world, so see how that works out. So they discarded a Vengevine to Lightning Axe. Wow. And I'd imagine they're going to have two creatures here. Viscerous here, and a Walking Ballista for 0, and that brings out our old friend again. Damn. This deck is nuts. And it's like they want me to block the Stitcher Supplier because then they get more stuff in the graveyard. Ugh. And I said ugh. Well, damn. I feel like Trickster's a better play right now for next turn, and I tap down the Vengevine and maybe block Viscerous here if they attack with it. I mean, I'd like to play Regery, yeah. Regery would. If I play Regery, then next turn I can play a Lord, but I'd only untap one island, so I'd have to get another blue land next turn. Cavern or not, I mean, Cavern's fine. But Regery's, I think, Regery's a little riskier play. But then that way I would have to pretty much pass the turn. Huh. Alright, well, I don't have too much experience against this deck, so we'll see what happens. This is why we're testing. Definitely don't think it's time to play Master of Waves. Definitely don't think it's time to attack. Definitely don't think it's time to play Lord or Spreading Seas. Yeah, I think Trickster's the best play. So they sacrifice the Supplier to the Seer and mill 3 more cards. Bloodghast is one of those 3. Okay. Trickster's actually pretty good in this matchup. Harbinger's been a bomb in this matchup. That is just really good against this deck. Tidebinder is alright, but Harbinger is just amazing against this deck. Okay, so we're going to tap down Vengevine. And hopefully get another land. That would be nice. Got a Lord. It's not the worst thing in the world, though. I've seen worse. Master Waves would be pretty strong right now, I feel like. It's just that Regery is so good against them. This would get 4 devotion, so I get 4 tokens. And I just don't know if that's enough. Screw it. We're going to go for it. I think that's probably the best play right now. Yeah. I'm okay with that play. They might have some kind of removal for it, but hopefully not. Oh, they got a bolt for my Trickster. Or the axe. Oh, man. God, they discarded a bridge from below from the axe. This deck's synergy is just incredible. I thought Lightning Axe was a sorcery. Gosh. So much for old school Magic knowledge, right? That's the thing that's kind of set me back a little bit. I know so many of the old cards, and they make new versions of these cards, and they update them a little bit. They make them a little better here and there. And so I see the ability of the card, and it kind of registers as like the old version of the card when it's actually, you know, considerably better. And that's probably true in this. I mean, Lightning Axe is actually a really old card, but oh my God, OBS got cut again. Having a little bit of trouble right now. I got booted from my internet recently, and trying to get back online. I'm in mid-match right now. I'm actually doing pretty well against Dredgevine right now. We're 1-1 and in the middle of a 3rd game, and I am losing a lot of time right now. Alright, here we go. Firing her back up. Let's get her done. Come on now. Come on now. Yeah, I was just talking about that, Fishcast. Yeah, I need to get directly hooked into the internet. I'm not the most tech-savvy person in the world, so... And I've got a relatively old computer, so... That also doesn't really help things. Alright, so they got 1 card left in their hand. Should I bring the Adept at them for a little bit of pressure? The Seer will probably block, but they really like the sacrifice ability, so I feel like I can attack and be okay. I don't think I necessarily need the Adept either if they do block. Okay. So I got 2 damage in. That's good. Alright. This is the 2nd time that OBS has died just in this league. And I've just gotten booted off completely in that one. First time OBS just disconnected, so... I don't know if a long wire or a hard wire would actually help that situation or not. Yeah, Scientist had to reboot, man. I didn't have to reboot the whole computer, but I got booted off the internet, and so that just cuts me off of OBS and just everything. So, yeah. We had more issues than a comic book there for a second. Me no likey taking 4 damage right now. But me no likey also sending Vengevine to the graveyard. Well, with 1 card in their hand, I guess that's okay. Double block the Vengevine. Because I think that'll be... I don't know. I think that'll be a good play. They'll probably sacrifice the Vengevine now. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe killing the 2 elemental tokens is worth it to them. Hey, Scientist, do you go to Fishcast's streams at all, man? Because he does some pretty good interviews and everything revolving around Merfolk pretty much entirely. It's a damn good idea. Tell you the truth. It's a damn good idea. And Yeti too, man. I know you're probably still in here if you came back. I know you're not really exclusively a Merfolk player, but Fishcast actually has some good stuff for you if you want to learn to be a little more competitive. He doesn't really talk about wolves, like modern wolves decks or anything, but you know that's kind of a niche, isn't it? Yeah. All right. I feel like we can play the Blackcleave Cliffs. Or not play them, but play the Spreading Seas on the Blackcleave Cliffs. Because they're still at 17, only got one card. And I want to cut their red off, so I feel like that might be a smart play. And we can still keep a considerable amount of pressure on them. And if I get an island or a blue land here, that would be really nice. Okay. I'm just going to attack with the Mutavault and the Silvergill. God, I lost a lot of time by getting booted there. I'm at 8 minutes on the clock. Not a good thing. I mean, Master Waves might have been a decent attack too, because they're probably not going to block it with the Seer anyway. And to bring them to 10 actually is pretty relevant. But I guess at the same time, Vengevine is in the graveyard, so I don't want to just get wasted by Vengevine right now. Cutting them off of red is pretty big deal, I think, too. If they have any kind of graveyard manipulation, usually it's red, like Insolent Neonate or the Faithless Looting. Anything like that is going to be red. Any of their removal is going to be red also, unless it's Fatal Push. I don't think they play Fatal Push though. Maybe Abrupt Decay. I would think Abrupt Decay would be pretty good in this deck, but who knows? I did not set OBS to prioritize streaming. What? I really don't know much about OBS, man. I downloaded it and kind of figured out the basic way how to just fire up a stream and kind of mess with a couple of the images and, you know, get like a starting screen going and stuff like that. And I'm still fleshing out the details. I've only been streaming for I think like 2.5 months now, so only can get better from here. Wow, got both of my non-basic islands out. Sweet. I'm down with just Reejery into Lord. Untap and maybe play Vial, just because I have nothing else. Ooh, actually maybe... Oh no, it's Island Walk, so I'm going to have Island Walk anyway. Okay. So we'll just untap an island. I could bluff a counterspell. Just going to bring 8 at him, Island Walk, and hope that's good enough. Oh, damn, so they sacrificed the land to the Greater Gargadon. That was a hell of an idea. And Gravecrawler goes down to Viscerous here too. Interesting. Oh, because he can't block. That's right. Gravecrawler can't block. I am so stupid. I totally forgot that thing couldn't block. Okay, so they just sacrificed a land for Greater Gargadon. Now, Greater Gargadon has 8 counters on it. I think I'm in a pretty decent spot here. Maybe I'm wrong. They have 1 Vengevine in the grave. That's it. That's it. Got him. Cashed the league already. 3-0 so far. 3-0 so far with the old 8Cs. But let me tell you, reiterate this damn thing. We are 2-1 in every match. I have earned every win here. These matches have been difficult. First one was Scapeshift. Second one was 8-Whack and or Goblins. And third one was Dredgevine. Bridgevine. Whatever the hell you want to call it. I mean, yeah, we're in the trenches here, man. Thanks, scientist. That was... Man. I'll take it. I'll take it. As long as we can win, I'll take it. Yeah, Harbinger was MVP in that one to me. It kind of a silent MVP too. It was early on. It bounced the Vengevine, but I think it saved me easily 8 damage. Easily 8 damage. Easily 7 terrible cards. Okay, so we're gonna go with this plan. This is okay. I'll take this. What are we playing against now? What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? What you got? What you got? What you got? It's always like Christmas morning. You get like 5 times of Christmas morning when you play a league, and this is the moment right here where you just don't know what they're playing unless you know their handle or their name or whatever, and they have a reputation. This is the best time in the match right now where you just don't know what they have. They have an empty board. You're playing against them blindly. It's just the anticipation. Scalding Tarn. After all that, Scalding Tarn. I'd actually be flattered if they searched me out and actually tried to find my stream or whatever. That's fine. If they want to do that, that's fine. Yep. Play an Opt. This could be Storm, but this could be also all kinds of different decks. This could be a Thing in the Ice deck, Through the Breach deck. Could just be a bunch of different things. Scalding Tarn Island Opt is pretty wide open. So this is pretty much a counter spell here. We're gonna go with hitting their Sulphur Falls and make them counter that. Okay. That'll work for me too. Bring the Adept at him. Still am not 100% what they're playing, but I suspect Storm, because that would probably be the worst. I mean, Storm's not like a terrible matchup for Merfolk per se, but that would be probably the strongest deck against me. I'm fine with just playing another Adept, show him this here Master of Waves, and hold up for a Trickster. Because if it is Storm, they'll play that spell reducer, and I can cut him off at least for that turn. And then... Okay, there's a Bolt. That's not normal in Storm, I don't think, at least in the main deck. So this is probably some kind of control deck. Especially if they keep just landing. Yeah. Okay. So this is Grixis control. If they just keep dropping lands like that, I knew that they would be more of a control deck. Because Storm will get like 3 or 4 lands maybe. Yeah, but they won't get a land each turn every game, every time, guaranteed. Yeah, I like Spreading Seas here on the Creeping Tar Pit. They might counter it, but I'm Seas claim it. Okay, so I'm going to cut them off of any color altogether. Okay, so they're going to counter this one. Counterflux. Alright, hey, props to you, opponent. You never see counterflux, man. That's awesome. Okay, so this is totally some kind of counter deck. I already got him at 10. I mean, I'm excited. I don't know if they're excited, but I'm excited. So they obviously have Cryptic Command here. I'm just going to play a Lord, activate and swing, you know, as if they don't have it, because that's how you got to play Magic, man. That's just how you do it. It's not lethal right now, but it could be. I just don't. Well, maybe it probably would be smarter to do that, but I know they have Cryptic. They would quit right now if they didn't have Cryptic or some kind of removal. Yep. Bounce the Mutavault to my hand, huh? Okay, that's smart. Seeing as I already played a land, that was smart. Play the other Lord just for good measure. This could protect against any kind of like anger. They might have like Damnation or something, but that's just bad luck if that happens. If they have anger or something like that, 3 damage to everybody, then it won't do anything. It'll kill one of them, but it won't kill everybody. So they got Jace out. That's okay. I hope they have some kind of removal. Maybe, well, I don't hope they do actually, but they better hope they have some kind of removal, because I'm going to be coming in pretty hard on them. They got 2 lands untapped. This is really weird. I guess they have some just like a Braid or, you know, Bolt or something. Or maybe if they have Bolt and a push, then yeah. But I'm not really going to care about the Jace. I'm going to go for the head. Terminate the Lord, huh? Okay. So you still take 8 and go to 2. Master Waves, yeah, I'm not going to play Master Waves. As much as I should, you know, because they could just use Jason, bounce it, and be scared. But I just don't want that to happen. If they do do some kind of Wrath, then let's see. Yeah, they would have to play a land and Wrath. And then they could use Field at Ruin and destroy my Mutavault, and then they could actually, yeah, there's the land. Okay, so they got another Cryptic, or they have Snapcaster in their hand. So yet again, I just have to play into it and act like they don't have it. So they go to 1. Oh boy, wish I had, well, yeah, Vapor Snag wouldn't really work right now. Snapcaster, it works. Yep. Eventually they run out of this stuff, and one of these days they will not have a Snapcaster and or a Cryptic to stabilize, but Jace will keep them drawing them. So yeah, when you have 40 cards in your deck and you have what, like, see, they have probably 6 chances to get another Snapcaster or Cryptic. Well, they don't have Cryptic in their graveyard right now, so they actually have to get Cryptic straight up. But, I mean, Jace definitely gives them a much better chance to do that. I'm just going to activate and swing. I've got enough stuff out here to the point where I should be able to win if they don't have Cryptic. But okay, they're going to use Field of Ruin on my land. Do that. I'm going to attack, and if they do some kind of removal on the Willward, then I can Trickster the Snapcaster. Good lord. Another cryptic command on top of the Field of Ruin. Yuck. Alright. So now they just need Snapcaster and or another cryptic, and they get it, so they're just going to keep Jason for it. Oh, man. I didn't really have a chance to kill Jace. They had the cryptic all along. So yeah, this is difficult. This is the kind of match that frustrates me the most personally. But everyone's different. There, Regery. Well, I still have lethal, but I'm going to bring the other Lord out just in case they have removal, and they're trying to use removal as a way to win, or as a way to be able to block still, so hopefully this just forces them to say, I'm done, I tap out. But, nope, not right yet. Kolaghan's Command. They're going to do 2 damage to the Adept and make me discard a card. Alright, well, I guess Regery's fine to cut here. Wow, you have another cryptic. Electrolyze. Alright. Alright. Got the other Lord coming out. They got 3 lands in their hand. Or 3 lands untapped, I mean. I'm just going to play this Lord while I can. Or this Master of Waves while I can still. And get some decent devotion, hopefully. And maybe this will force them to... damn, they got another counterspell? Or they got some kind of removal. Alright, well, they'll push that. Okay. So I still get 4 devotion. Or 5 devotion. Yeah, that's good. That's strong. Strong enough for me to attack him. I think that's strong enough to attack and hope that they just don't have some kind of awesome removal for Master of Waves. Steam Vents tapped. They bounce it, yep. I mean, that's removal, yeah, sure, but they're still going to be behind. So I'm just going to drop both of them and hope this works out. Ah! They got another counterspell, or they got a terminate on the dude? Okay, well, so I got 3 devotion now. Alright. Let's get into the nitty gritty. Getting to the gritty of the nittiness. Come on. You know you're dead. You know you're dead. They're going to bounce it again if they really have to. Yeah. Some other awesome creature, not a land. Some other awesome creature, not a land. Some other awesome creature, not a land. Okay. Snapcaster for something. Kolaghan's Command. Oh, brutal. That is brutal. In the upkeep, so I have to discard the Master of Waves. Oh, that is brutal, man. And they return a creature to their hand. Oh, God. And I draw a land. Just everything falling in their favor. Not good. I hate when control gets to do this. They're literally controlling how I play now. They saw the top card of my library. They let me keep it. Let me keep the Mutavault, so they have spot removal in their hand for sure. Or they just, you know, are confident enough to the point where they will get removal when they do Brainstorm off of Jace. Cruel Ultimatum. Alright, so this is Cruel Control. Alright. I gotta attack Jace now. They have removal for it? They have Snapcaster for it? Wow. Yeah. They have they've come back really well here. Electrolyze my guy. Yeah. So if they have like 2 bolts and the Snapcasters, it's pretty much over. So they put a card at the bottom of my library. That just... Yeah, they activate the Creeping Tar Pit. So that's 7 at me. I'm down to 4. I guess they don't have 2 bolts, but it really doesn't matter at this point. Yep. They ground me down to the end there. That really sucked. Oh man. Okay. Off the deep end meta. Thanks for joining me, bud. Thanks for joining me, man. I'm glad that I don't think you've actually been in here before. Awesome. Fishcast being a good man, running my chat for me while I'm not paying attention, being a terrible host. Thank you, buddy. Well, hell. I think Deprive is good here. Do I care about Graph Digger's Cage? Relic is good. Pierce is good. Deprive is definitely good. I think I can take out the whole 8Cs package here. Because they're trying to get ahead anyway. I like the other cages. That's cool. That's cool. Pierces are okay. Yeah, Pierces are probably good. I mean, you know, they might tap out and do a Cruel, and I can spell Pierce a Cruel Ultimatum. That would be nice. That would be nice. Yeah, I think Deprive is probably... This is probably the best matchup for Deprive. Oh, well, thank you, Fishcast, man. I'm trying here, man. It's more or less a hobby at this point. You know, I really just enjoy playing Magic, and I don't really have much of an outlet. I live by myself, so you know, all I do is seem to work and come home, work and come home, and work and come home, and you know, just trying to make this a little bit more of an outlet. Alright. I was going to say, please no Thoughtseize. Please no Thoughtseize. I don't know if that really actually makes a huge difference, but that does to me there, being able to draw another card instead of getting hit by a discard spell. But now it's going to be counter Magic City. Do I want to play an Aether Vial and maybe deprive their counter spell? Possibly. But at the same time, I'd like to hold up Deprive for the crucial Cryptic Command that's going to be coming. At least the first one. At least the first one. Oh no! Terminated my lord. It's always the worst feeling when you're playing against a control deck and they're just like, oh, play land and do nothing. Pass. Go ahead. Make my day. Alright, screw it. I'm just gonna jam this lord out there and slam the vault at him. Bring in 6 while you don't have 4 lands. But you have 3, and Electrolyze is still a very good card. This is the Electrolyze. That will wreck me right now if they have that, because they can do. Oh no, never mind. It won't completely wreck me. It's only 2 damage split. I thought it was 3 damage split. Never mind. Never mind. Kolaghan's command is still pretty terrible. I'm willing to just discard the land and lose the creature. That's what I gotta do here. Kolaghan's command is awful. Kind of glad I didn't play the Aether Vial earlier, because they would have just been like, kill one of your creatures, destroy your Aether Vial that you've worked so hard to get up to 2 counters. And then I would just proceed crying. Well, got 3 devotion, if they let me. Maybe should have held up for being able to cast it and deprive their counterspell, but I don't know. Probably gonna just bolt my creature somehow. I don't know, they just counter it. Alright. Okay. So to me, they have 4 cards left in their hand, 5 now in their draw step, but to me that shows, since they played Cryptic on one of my spells that I cast, it shows that they at least have either another Cryptic or a Snapcaster, or like another really hard counterspell to deal with. So I think they've got a pretty incredible hand, and I mean, I'm putting considerable pressure on them still, but you know, not the best situation to be in right now. 2 blue mana for a deprive. Or for a Snapcaster that we are depriving. Sorry, I just was enamored. I'm gonna counter something that actually is relevant. Okay, Snapcaster, got him. Gonna need like a Lord or something that is really good here, and for them not to have another counterspell. Alright, well, got the Lord I asked for. Grit's teeth. Grit's teeth even harder. Yeah. Oh no. What do they have? This is always the scariest part of a game. Oh no. They conceded. Whoa! Whoa! Alright. Alright. Ugh. This is a difficult match. So both times I've played Deprive, they've been pretty good. I can't hate on Deprive very much right now. So far, they don't have Young Pyromancer, so I don't see a reason to bring in Echoing Truth as of right now. Does Grixis Control play with... Yeah, thank you, Fishcast. I completely agree with that. Yeah, I'm taking out this... I'm keeping the Seize effects out, but... I don't think there's a reason to bring in Echoing Truth. the only reason I'd bring it in is for bridge, but I've got the 2 counter spells and the 4 deprives. So I feel like maybe I could handle it, but I don't know. I'm not going to lament too much about it. I'm not going to agonize myself into conceding mentally before I have to. Alright, so got to deprive. Got some late creatures and a vial. This game's definitely going late if I'm going to keep this hand. And Kolaghan's Command is so good against my vial. I almost feel like taking the vials out. Especially on the draw there. Maybe I should have taken them out and brought in the miscallers just for more aggro. That might have been a better play there. Oh well. It's something I do against burn a lot of times. Like if I win the first game against burn, a lot of times I like to take out the Aether Vials for the second game, and then they bring in their artifact hate, and they don't see any artifacts, so sometimes they might side it back out, and then I bring them back in. It's not a proven method, but it's pretty decent. Two Master of Waves, I'm digging it. Thank you, Fish Caz, man. You're a hella positive guy, man. I like you. Alright. I'm a little bit negative when it comes to the approach of what could happen in Magic. But, whatever. So, Cavern of the Souls. Reejery. I like Reejery here. I also like... actually, you know what? I think I'll hold up the Deprive here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna hold up with Deprive, because if they play Kolaghan's Command, I can counter that, and then I can bring in Harbinger at the end of their turn, and then bring it up to 3, bring in Reejery, and then hopefully bring it up to 4 and bring in Master of Waves, and really bring it on them. So they're gonna think twice here. I'll let them think again. They can think again. Third time, I may not let them think 3 times. We'll see. We'll see. We will see. Got a 4th land. Alright, we are in Crypticville, folks. We are in Crypticville. Harbinger, you're not quite as good as you are in some of the other matches. But it's okay. It's okay. Woo! 3rd Master of Waves. Well, how you doing there, buddy? You looking pretty good. I'm thinking I'm going to drop this 1st Master of Waves now, because it can't be countered. Either that or hold up for Deprive. Yeah, I think I should probably hold up for Deprive again. Actually, yeah. Because I can still bring 6 at him here. Let's see what you got. Wait, what happened here? So they haven't had anything hit the graveyard yet. They don't have Revolt right now. God, I wish they would tell me whether or not they have Revolt. I mean, I know they can fetch in response, I think, but Yeah, that doesn't do anything. That was a misplay on their part. Yeah, they just said that. Oh, wow, I meant to fetch first. Got him! Got him! So now they're going to go with plan B. Try to snapcaster my dude. I'm not gonna let that happen. I'm not gonna let that happen. We're gonna deprive their snapcaster. Bring 6 at them, bring them to 8. And hope that worked. Or hope that I draw another deprive. Or a spell pierce. Hell, spell pierce would be really good here too. Because, I mean, it's almost like 100% chance that they have a cryptic command in their hand. I mean, almost 100% chance. Oh, they have a Thoughtseize. Okay. Take one of my 3 Master of Waves, please. You may have one. Please, please, you may have one. Colligan's command. Oh, damnation, eh? Oh, because the land. Oh, no. Damn, that's really good. Because the Search for Azcanta turned into a land once they got the... Oh, wow. That was a hell of a good play. And I ripped the Deprive. Oh, dude. Oh, dude. Alright, they only have 1 card left, and they're tapped out right now. So I'm just going to play the Master right now. I'm not going to play around Deprive. Because then next turn I'm going to bring the other one in, and I don't know. Hopefully this works. Hopefully this works. They're thinking for a 3rd time. Well, let them do it. They are thinking for the 3rd time. They're allowed to do it. Or they're going to opt. Okay. Maybe they'll opt to think for a 4th time. I don't know. Got him! Holy jeez. 4-0. Take it. I will take it. These have all been just rough matches. 2-1 in every match. Oh, boy. Oh, whew. Gotta calm down here. Get ready to 5-0 with some 8Cs. This is... Oh, man. Boy. Glad I kept the Deprive up there, Fishcast. Oh. I'm sorry I'm not able to really look at the chat very often when I'm in the heat of the game. I'm not good at that, and I've only got 1 screen right now, so it's difficult for me to just, bring it back up and then minimize the chat, and I need to find a way to get it on a different screen somehow. I tried to put it, on my phone or on my tablet or whatever, and the screens, go dark after a while. I don't really know how to make it a better experience, but, like I said, it's just starting out streaming, and it can only get better from here. Gonna do a 5th match here, trying to get that 5-0, buddy. Trying to get that 5-0. Come on. Deprive has been surprisingly good. I've been pleased by it so far. Not just because I've been 4-0, but like the specific situations where I played it, I actually didn't really care about losing a land for a turn. I thought, like in the other leagues when I had it, I guess I maybe brought it in the wrong match, or I had it too early or something. And I would do it that way. Oh, you keep your chat on your iPad. That's smart. That's what I tried to do too. But I guess iPads are nicer than whatever type of tablet I have, and you probably have some way to keep it lit up at all times, or you just tap it, to keep it open. And I just don't have the focus to do that. I'd get into a game like that right there, and I would just lose it, and I'd be like, oh damn, and I go back to it, it would become distracting. But I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna try and get a second screen here. I've got a friend that's got a real crappy monitor that I can hook up to this thing and make it work. 2 minutes. Been waiting 2 whole minutes for this 5th match. Good Lord. I'm probably only going to be playing this league tonight. Usually in settings, there's a setting to not let the display go to sleep. I think you're right. I think there's one on the computer a lot of times for sleep mode. So of course that makes sense to have it on tablets. I'll have to dig a little deeper. I don't. My tablet, I haven't used it very much. I think it's an Amazon Kindle. I only really used it for one game that I was playing, and never really used it anything else. I should probably do that. We'll download Twitch and we're gonna try it. If Fishcast does it, we can do it. If it works for him, it works for me. Alright, we got one. Here we go. Ooh, no blue lands, but all creatures and vials. I think I'm okay with that. We're going to look like slivers here for a little bit. Because that's what everybody thinks we are, you know, of course. Oh no, another red-blue deck? Yuck. I kind of hope it's Storm so that it goes quickly, but but maybe not. I don't know, we'll see. Alright. Got a Cavern. Now if I had actually gotten like an island or Manamu or, you know, a Boro in the opening hand there, I probably would have played it in the opening hand. It's not ideal to play Mutavault Aether Vial, especially when you have other lands in your hand, but hey. Sometimes it's what you gotta do, man. Merfolk players gotta do what a Merfolk player's gotta do. That's a Delver. Alright. Tripping in our upkeep here. There we go. There we go. Play this here, Regery. It's uncounterable. It's also uncounterable because they're tapped out, but, you know, whatever. Whatever floats your boat. Alright. 3 at you. Come on now. I know you're hesitant to take it, but you gotta take it, man. You gotta play the game. You gotta go. I don't know. Some players are just like a little bit slower than you because they may not know the short keys. And, I mean, Magic Online gives them to you. You can just click right here, and they tell them to you. And you can customize them to whatever you want. I don't. They recently changed them to the actual numbers and not the F buttons, the function buttons. Hey, this is Red Blue Wizards. Interesting. Okay. So they're doing this in their upkeep because it could flip into a creature, the flying creature, and it won't be a wizard anymore. Therefore, Wizard's Lightning will be considerably worse. But it didn't flip. That's no reason to make fun of this deck, though, because it can win with 1/1 Delvers no problem. Now, they're attacking into Merfolk Trickster. That may not be the smartest idea. So I guess, see, now they have to use another bolt. Yeah. And I think overall that's a good play. Even though I don't get to block and kill their guy, I save 3 damage to the face. So I think that's better to do. Hopefully it is. Alright. Got an island. I was hoping we were not going to get an island there. Was hoping no island was coming. Alright, well. Just bring 4 at them. Keep a little pressure on them at 11. If the Delver flips, yeah, I doubt they would have any other Wizard's Lightning in their hand, and I doubt they play the Wizard's Counterspell. I don't think any lists actually do. They got a Braid. A Braid is pretty awesome. Tap down their guy again. Hoping to get a Reejerey or a Lord or Master of Waves. Any of those would appease me right now. Not that. That is literally the last card I wanted to see right now. That is literally the absolute final card in the deck I would want to see. Another bolt. Another bolt. Still bring them to 7 though. Still got a considerable amount of pressure for being so light and them having 3 bolts. You know, I'm not upset. They got 4 cards in their hand. It's definitely some kind of removal. Master of Waves. Removal will not help against Master of Waves. What is it Nikachu says? The Master has now arrived. I don't know. He says it a lot better than I do. But regardless, he's arrived. And he's here. And hopefully they're dead. Ooh, they could Nimble Obstructionist the ability. If they do that, I'm going to be pretty surprised. But they might. It's a good play. Bam. Called it. Called it. Alright. Gotta bring 4 more at you, Buddy Rowe. Nimble Obstructionist, man. That card is so good. At least in this deck, specifically. Yeah, I hear you, Fishcast. I used to not use shortcuts either. I don't use 6 very often, unless I'm like completely not doing anything, like in that situation. But a lot of times I do like to hit 1 and keep hitting 1 over and over. It helps you be more, I guess, cautious of what they're doing, and still be, alert, to the fact that you have like counterspell or some kind of interaction with their deck. So, hoping that maybe I can win here? Maybe not. They got 4 cards in their hand. They can activate Mutavault. I don't want to... Well, Master Waves doesn't really matter to bring at them. If they have another Obstructionist, they can play that. But I'm just gonna bring the pain at them. Snapcaster for a blocker. Okay. Oh, they got a bolt too. That's right. Yeah. Shit. Okay. Wizard's Lightning will hit probably Reejerey or one of the attackers. Oh, that's all it can hit. Duh, dumbass. It'll probably hit either Trickster or Reejerey. Yeah. and they'll block both of them. And that's all I got. Yeah, that was not a good reason to attack. Like, on the board, you know, it looked like I had a really good situation, but when your opponent doesn't quit in that kind of situation, you know that they have something. And I totally knew it too. I played into it, and I should have been better, but I wasn't. So they got another Wizard's Lightning, and Mutavault makes it happen. Yeah, this deck has a lot of really good synergy, but it also struggles like the whole game. Just gonna play Lord. Be linear, be boring, and be straightforward. Here we go. Let's do it. Come on. Come on. You ain't got no bolts. You ain't got no more removal. Don't be like that. Don't be like that. Alright, got an opt. Like, this deck, this Wizards deck is pretty cool. I really like it a lot, but it's just too expensive for me right now. I'd have to sell Merfolk in order to buy it. So I wouldn't want to do that. Snapcaster for another bolt, huh? Seems good, man. Seems good. Got another cavern. That is not a good play. Alright. Hit 6. Please let him play. Okay, here we go. So, what are they going to do here? They're going to probably just pass, or they're maybe play a creature for pressure. Yeah. Alright, we are in a considerable amount of trouble. They tried to counter the Lord. Love it. Can't be countered, bud. Sorry. That's why Cavern of Souls is worth $80, my good friend. Or less or more. I don't really know. It got up to like $100 recently. And I imagine it's probably going to settle at like 60 or 70 long term. Yep, that is exactly when I needed another Lord, and, you know, they just got Grim Lavamancer. That's, you know, the bane of our existence as long as there's only one creature out, and that's, pretty much how they're going to do it. Okay. This is bad. So they'll Grim the Lord for 2, and they can activate both Mutavaults, and it'll be 3, 5, 7, 9 at me. I'll go to 1. Wow. Okay, so they didn't have another bolt in their hand, because if they did, they would have left that untapped. That's smart. Smart. I mean, I'm going to die anyway, and they might as well hold up for a counterspell. Act like they have one. Yeah. Just going to play Spreading Seas and see what I would have gotten. Because I am way dead. Way dead. Even Vapor Snag wouldn't save me here, even if I had it. If this was like 2013. Yep. God, Electrickery would be really good in this matchup. Gut Shot would be amazing in this matchup. Oh no, computer, hold on. We just gotta finish this matchup. It's not running that hot right now. Huh. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I feel like the graveyard stuff will be very good. Oh my god, OBS got cut again? You're kidding me. You're kidding me. OBS got cut again? Dude. Okay, this is getting annoying. Sorry everybody. I lost you again. My OBS keeps screwing up. I don't know why. I just don't know why. I think I can take out like 2 claims and 2 spell pierces and bring in, well, I don't know. I think the graveyard hate is probably best against them. I don't know how much artifact hate they have. I'm pretty sure they have 2 abrades at least in the main. Yeah, this is not going to go up on YouTube, I don't think, because it's going to be 3 videos cut up into one. This is not good. Yeah, I don't think Echoing Truth is very good. I don't think Dismember is good. I don't think Deprive is very strong here. Mistcaller obviously is not very good. Spell Pierce is decent. Seize Claim is not good either. So, okay. I'm fine with this. And hey, if I lose, I lose. 4-1 is very respectable. 5-0 is, untouchable, but whatever. Whoever said they wanted to be untouchable, right? I'd imagine a lot of people. Oh, Seize Claim there. Oh, never mind. Are we back on? I think we're back on. It says, welcome to the chat room. Hello. Round 3. Well, round 5. This is take 3 and action. I think that's the name of this deck. Take 3 and action. There's like bolt you, bolt you, bolt you. Oh, attack you for 9 because I have 3 flash birds that I brought in and some delvers. Yeah. You're dead. This Wizards deck, I mean, I've beaten it, I think, once or twice at least with Merfolk. I think I beat it once on stream. I'm not sure, actually. I'm not saying that, I lose or that I beat it, every time, but it's a good match every time, too. Got another Delver and a Mountain. Okay. I'm going to play an Adept and show him the Master of Waves. And then next turn, probably Trickster one of their guys. And then Master of Waves. I think that's a decent line. Yep. Those things are flipping anyway, man. What are you doing? Oh, they're not? Okay. I think their deck, actually, the Delvers don't flip as often as they do in Legacy. Or in, like, a deck that has a lot more spells. Their deck has, surprising amount of creatures and non-instants and sorceries. We're going to hit... Actually, I'm going to hit their Mountain here, I think. With the Spreading Seas. And hold up for Trickster. You know, as good as Mutavault is in their deck, I don't think I'm worried about it as much as I am the colored mana. Because of this kind of stuff. They got bolts, and I mean, they got like, you know, they got 8 bolts or, you know, maybe 10 bolts in their main deck. They got Burst Lightning too, I think. You got a bolt? You got a Snapcaster and a bolt. Alright. That's a good call. Yeah, this deck is super aggressive, man. For a blue-red deck, it is pretty crazily aggressive. Okay, so if these don't flip, I will probably wait for them to attack. Yeah, I'm going to wait for them to attack. Hopefully they don't have any... Damn it! Yep. I got a Flooded Strand. I guess they're going to get a red land. Yeah. Damn. Was trying to kill one of them Delvers there. That didn't work out. Oh well. Still take 4, go to 10. Can play Reejerey. Actually, this is going to be pretty good. Because I can play Trickster during their turn as long as Reejerey is alive, and I can tap down potentially 2 creatures. So I'm going to have to do it during their combat step to actually make it worth a damn. Vendilion Click. Alright. Jeez. Luckily I got 2 Tricksters. They took the Master of Waves. Yeah, I guess that is pretty scary. Yeah, if these Delvers flip, I might be dead. Alright, okay. Still might be dead. Still very well might be dead. Alright, so they got 1 card left. They played a Mutavault. I'm gonna tap down the Vendilion Click and use Trickster to tap down the Snapcaster. Mutavault is activated. Okay. I'm still going to hit Snapcaster. I think they want me to hit Mutavault. I don't know why. A Lord is fantastic here. Yeah, I can untap an island and activate Mutavault and potentially still play Trickster next turn. Hoping they don't have some kind of removal as their last card. 'Cause that's 11 Island Walk at you. Take it. Take it. You know you want to. Oh, so I had 3821. Nice, man. Thank you for joining me. Oh, hell yeah, you watched the 7-land Belcher deck. Thank you very much, man. That's really cool of you. And he played in 4 friendly leagues in the last 2 days with 2-3, 2 finishes, and 2-2-3 finishes. Oh man, are they, with Charbelcher or with Merfolk or something else? I don't know. Okay. Either way, when you do that a bunch, you know you're a decent enough Magic player, but you're like, ugh, I just can't get over the threshold of goodness. Greatness, goodness, greatness, greatness. All right, well those are pretty awesome Delvers. That sucks. Trickster actually will be still very good here. I can still cut him off of 2 flyers and still take a bunch of damage. But hopefully they don't have a way to kill me. Hopefully they use that red land to activate the Mutavault again. That'd be awesome. Show me they don't have a bolt. But I think they do. I think they have something. Okay, so we're going to play this Trickster again. We're going to tap down Click, and we're going to tap down the other bug thingy madoodle. Insectile Aberration. Aberration? Aberration. Aberration. Ugh. Oh, it's an aberration because it's like a scientific experiment. If it was an aberration, it'd be a ghost. Or that's an apparition. Ah. English, man. English. Scry and draw a card. Okay. Scry and draw a card. Okay. Deja vu? Deja vu. Are you dead? Because I think you're dead. Alright, he conceded. Sweet. Oh, boy. We're just that much closer to a 5-0, ladies and gentlemen. Game 3. Match 5. Here we go. Gonna be on the draw here. I still like the Seize Claim, but I like only having 6. I'm fine with that. Spell Pierce, I don't miss. I don't miss Deprive either, or the Truths, or the Dismembers right now. Alright, we're just gonna hope, wish, and pray, right? Yeah. Or what is it? What did somebody say in the chat one time? I'm gonna hope, fish, and pray. Belcher feels so close to a tier 3 deck. That you cannot say that any better, man. I love it. Oh, that's so cool. You saw the post in MTG Salvation. Awesome, man. Oh yeah. I didn't know how many people that was actually going to reach. Because it's not a very popular thread. But, hey, figured if it hits one person, that's all it needs to hit. This is a really ballsy hand to take on Game 3, Match 5 for a 5-0. They kept 7. They're on the play. I got 2 Spreading Seas, but I got a Vial too. Alright, we're going to have faith. Screw it, we're going to have some faith. You know? Why play Magic when you're not having fun? You gotta have it be congruent. Fun and Magic need to be on the same wavelength the whole time you're playing. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Just get paid off immediately. That is awesome. Oh, I get punished immediately too. Flip that there Delver and put me in 6-turn clock. Just. Oh man. This does not feel good. Oh, this does not feel good. Doo 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 doo. I feel terrible. Boo doo boo doo boo doo boo. Yes, I do. Boo doo. Hey, hey, we gonna lose. Yeah. I don't know. I've been saying we're gonna lose the whole night, and we haven't. So. But this time, I think I might be right. I like Reedry here. Because if for some reason I draw another Reedry next turn, I can play Cavern, play the Reedry, untap a land, have 2 lands untapped, play Adept, untap 2 more lands, play Trickster, and just play the whole hand out. But that's if I'm lucky enough to draw another Reedry. They have 4 lands, 4 cards left in their hand. And a Wizard's Lightning that they had to pay 3 mana for. Okay. I guess I can't complain too much about that. I am at 11, but I do have 2 Spreading Seas. I feel like cutting them off a red might actually be a decent idea. It's been a good idea the rest of the night. We're going to go for it again. Counterspell. Oh, okay. Bolt me to 8. That's actually that's really bad. That is a really bad thing. Alright. Well, here's to you not having any more red land. Oh. Never mind. Never mind. Well, I guess you put it in tapped because you don't have any bolts directly, but 2 more attacks from that thing, and I am in a whole heap of trouble. And by a whole heap of trouble, I mean dead. I'm going to play the Adept, show the Adept. I'm going to have to hold down... I'm going to have to hold down the fort here. I'm going to play Relic. I don't know. I don't think Relic is actually extremely good against them. Because all they really have is Snapcaster. Alright. Yeah, we're going to use Trickster here. Because unlike control decks, I don't like to get down to the very last life. Well, because we're not a control deck. We're a tempo deck. We're an aggro tempo deck. And this way, I can make him exile a card, play... Well, I can't play Adept next turn unless I draw a Merfolk. And if they have a Bolt here, then I'm in a lot more trouble. This is a hell of a nail biter here. Oh, damn. Good call, man. So Jesus. Wish I had checked the chat, man. That was totally my fault, man. Damn. I did not realize that it lost flying. I didn't even think about that. That is not smart of me. Oh, well. That's what happens when you misplay, folks. I mean, I'm still getting used to Trickster, man. It's tough. It's tough. I'm actually into popping this relic. I was hoping to get another Trickster and get another shot, but that didn't work out. I'm going to try and get another shot here. If I can get Trickster again, that would be really good. Trickster or Harbinger here would be really good. Ah! Damn it. Damn it. Alright, well, I gotta just hope that my misplay doesn't cost me the match. I'm gonna bring 6 at him, down to 9. You're really gonna bolt something right now? Oh, okay. Abrade my land. That's smart. Now, I would think if they just had a bolt in their hand, they would have just let that go and killed me. But I don't know if they do. I don't think they do right now. They got an opt. They put a card on the bottom of their library. Okay, so I guess they didn't like it. That's good. If I can get real lucky here, that'd be great, but I totally misplayed with the Trickster there. That was really bad. Yep, they got the win. That sucks. They drew the bolt. Oh, sorry guys. That was a terrible misplay on my fault, on my part. I totally could have gone 5-0 there. Damn. That is so disheartening. Yeah, because I could have played Lord and just crushed him in. I don't think I would have really won in that turn, but they were way behind, and that was such a bad misplay. 4-1. That's the end of this one. Yeah, damn right. I certainly will not make that a mistake again. At least not in that fashion. I'll think more about it. At least think twice. Oh man, that was embarrassing. But oh well. Went at 1-2 in the last match, but 4-1 is still respectable, and I call it 4.5 and a half because I could have died. Had him. I had him. All right. Well, we're gonna sign off for tonight. Thank y'all very, very much for joining me. It's been really fun. Let's see. Tomorrow's what? Wednesday. I'll try to be back tomorrow night. Get home a little late from work, so we'll see. But god damn, that Trickster is amazing. Jesus. All right. Well, just to sign off here, y'all can follow me on YouTube and on Twitch here at Moontime Dweller, and I'm at Ford the Fish on Twitter. I talk about pro wrestling and magic and just anything else that interests me. So don't get too annoyed if it's not all magic. Thank y'all very much for joining me, man. This has been a lot of fun. Hope y'all have a good one, man. Later.